I'll be doing your scan today.
Oh,
ready to head back?
Does it hurt?
The only part that might hurt.
So I'm about to get a brain scan. Just a normal Wednesday. Wait, Tuesday? That's why I need a brain scan. What day is it? Basically, this doctor, he's a psychiatrist, and his whole theory is if you're a cardiologist, you're gonna look at the heart. If you're a gastroenterologist, you're gonna look at the gut. Why doesn't a psychiatrist look at the brain, the very organ that they're working on, right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, we're never gonna we're back in the lobby. With suite 100 now. Wait, is it on this floor?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Why are we even, what? Suite 100.
It's outside to the left.
It's outside and to the left. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Get the brain scan. Suite 100. Hi, how are you? I am getting a brain scan with Dr. Ahmed.
Miss Laura?
Yes.
Have you ever had a brain scan?
Never had a brain scan, no. I'm pretty nervous about it. The reason I'm doing it, well, there's a couple of reasons why, but I'm having issues with my memory. Steven and I will have watched something like 4 months ago and I completely forget it and he remembers. And then like I'll have weeks where I don't want to get out of bed, things like that. So I just want to make sure everything's good up here, especially because I'm a recovering addict. There was a period of time where I did a lot of drugs and sometimes that could cause brain damage. So what can I do to fix it? That's why we're here. How long do you think I'm going to be wearing masks?
In my mind, I think like a year,
And then what's going to happen in your life? The magical vaccine's going to come?
This is my hope.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think?
I don't know. Like, part of me is like, is this just life now?
That's my fear.
I know, right? I don't want to do this forever. I don't want this to be life forever. Although, if you're going to do this, at least get a cute puppy mask with the tongue out at boibs.com, boibs.com. Is that they're gonna say whatever's going on is irreversible and you're f***ed. Hi.
Have you been exposed to a patient with COVID for the past 14 days?
I have no.
Got it. Can I check your
Of
temperature?
course,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow. The world.
Do you worry about your child?
With COVID?
Yeah.
Good news is kids seem to be recovering really well. Let's hope that, the vaccine is effective and this will only be going on for the next year or two, and then I try not to future trip too much.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? As I'm like, my brain's gonna be irreversible and I'm never gonna get it fixed. When I find myself worrying, going, oh my god, what is Alfie's childhood gonna be like? Just focus on what I want it to be like, not on worst case. Focus on the best case scenario, not the worst case. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be doing your scan today.
Oh,
ready to head back?
Does it hurt?
The only part that might hurt is an IV, and I use a small butterfly for that.
And why do you need an IV?
Because I'm giving you an injection of Serotek. Serotek is what maps out the brain for us. We're going to be in this room first for about 15 minutes, and then we'll head over to the camera for about 15 minutes. All you're doing is a test on the computer, just something to exercise your brain. I give you the injection of Serotek through a small IV. Serotek has no side effects, it's just what maps out the brain for us. And then once we're done, we'll just walk over to the camera next door, and there you get to lay down, and it goes around your head for about 15 minutes. Do you have any questions?
So I'm nursing like very minimally at this point. Is that fine?
So with this injection, you'll want to halt nursing for about 60 hours. So
6-0?
Yep, about 2 days.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, great. The way this test works is you're just going to be tapping spacebar. As you tap spacebar every time you see a letter appear on the screen, except for the letter X. If you do hit it by accident, just keep going. It can be frustrating. Usually I hear a lot of swearing come out of this room.
Really?
Totally fine.
Okay.
Before we start though, I'm going to start your IV. That way I can use it during the test without distracting you. Is it okay if I use your right arm?
Yeah. You guys close your eyes.
Arms
You'll
straight,
like it.
and then just make a fist and hold. You have a great vein here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
There you go, all done. You can relax your hands.
Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I did it. I did it again. I did it again. I'm gonna have to pump. I didn't know I would have to pump. Maybe I should just wean him, you know? Maybe now's the time. I didn't know I was gonna have to do this IV, and if you don't breastfeed for 2 days, your milk dries up, and you can never breastfeed.
Really?
Yes, and it doesn't come back. But if you pump and discard it, then the milk flow continues because your body's saying, oh, it's still being used. Maybe it's time. Oh dear.
All right, so this is the camera. The way it works, that triangle just goes around your head for about 15 minutes, and you can just rest. There's no test, there's no IV. Just
Does it hurt, obviously?
Nothing touches you. Nope, there's no x-rays, there are no magnets. You don't have to worry about metal, you don't have to worry about the camera equipment. Straight on back. And do you feel confident in keeping your head still, or would you like me to put a wrap on to help?
How still?
Just the top of your head.
How long again? 15 minutes?
15, Yeah, just the top of your head is all I'm concerned with.
I'm a little nervous. I'm just trying to take deep breaths.
One point where you shifted down a little bit. Did it feel like you moved your legs or something? That
I was slightly moving my leg.
okay. Do you have 15 minutes to spare to go one more time?
Are you serious?
If we can.
Is it really not accurate what we did?
We kind of want perfection with these.
Like, if you think this is gonna work, I'd rather just do this. But if you really want me to do it again, we can.
Just holding still for one more would be all we need.
Oh my god. Okay.
Want me to wrap your head?
I feel already claustrophobic though.
Do you want me to take you out for a bit?
You don't think he can use that? It's great.
Here you go. I'll show you how you can tell. There's your head going around in a circle.
Uh-huh.
Watch how it shifts down. Right there.
Okay.
See how it shifted down a little
Yeah.
bit? So that's where it might cause some misalignment with the image.
And is he gonna not be able to examine my brain then from that?
While you're using the restroom, I'll process it right now and just see how it looks.
That would be so
Okay.
helpful.
Okay.
Because I don't like it in there.
You know where the restroom's at?
No.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
So I'll show you your brain. I don't know. Well, you can do this part off camera. Do you have a history of any sort of like chemical exposure, drug abuse, or anything like that?
Yes.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of what I see from looking at the back of your brain here. And then also, have you had any hits to your head on the left side?
Wow. Holy sh**. Not that I'm aware of.
But possibly. Remember that this scan is looking at metabolic traits, not physical. So when we see something like this, where there may be a little hole right here, that's not meaning you have a physical hole at the top of your head. It's just meaning that that area of tissue, brain tissue, is just not active. It's not doing what it should be doing.
So not a physical hole
Correct.
in the brain, but it might not be
Just
active.
Yeah, it may have less blood flow, less neuron activity. So when I see this kind of roughness up here on top, this roughness is usually from chemical exposure, mold exposure, drug exposure, things like that.
How bad is my brain?
That one I'll let Dr. Amen answer for you. Like I said, we just kind of want a general smoothness, and we do see some bumps.
But is
Now-
it fixable? Reversible?
Exactly,
Yes?
yes. So this is where Dr.
So I'm not
No.
Okay. This feels so good because I know there's something going on. My memory's not great. I haven't touched alcohol or drugs in 8.5 years, but still.
How well have you taken care of your brain since then?
I eat healthy, I sleep, I drink a lot of water. I'm very healthy. I meditate every day, but I did used to abuse drugs.
And so there is damage from that, but it is reversible. If you look at your temporal lobe, you mentioned memory problems.
Yes, I have memory problems, yeah.
So look at this one. This one's nice and round, looks pretty good. Look at this one. Not quite as good. So my question for you is, are you willing to do one more scan without any movement at all?
If you feel like that's not what you need, then I'm willing to do that. You're killing me,
Let me back this out.
Okay.
It is perfect.
No! Oh!
That was perfect.
Oh man, I was about to lose it.
So if you look, there's that raw data again. You can
Okay.
see your head is not moving at all.
So then is the brain gonna look different now?
I can process it right now and see.
Okay.
This one actually looks better. So
Really?
that movement made your brain look worse. This is a better looking, this is a more accurate representation of your brain. So I'm very happy we did it a second
Oh
time.
my gosh.
You can still see there's that little bit of roughness, but not nearly as bad as it looked
I
before.
don't see like the holes.
Exactly. So that movement, when you shifted your head during the first scan,
Uh-huh.
it made those, we call them artifacts. So it's much better. You remember where that hole was before?
Yes.
It's a tiny bit there, but not really.
Not as horrible.
not as pronounced. Yep, and look, your temporal lobe also looks better. Looks well, a little bit of roughness, but like
Yeah.
you mentioned your past, so that's what that's most likely from.
These are my early 20s right here. Late teens.
Now let's look at the inside of your brain. The blue, you can just ignore because that's just the outline of your brain.
Okay.
So this is where your brain's firing a lot. The cerebellum looks really good. You want a lot of activity there. There may be a little too much here and a little too much out here.
And what does that mean if you have too much out there?
So that's what the doctor's going to go over with you.
Oh, you can't
Because
tell me a little bit? Come on, tell me a little bit.
I can't tell
Tell me
you.
a little bit.
You'll learn in 2 days.
Just a little bit. No? Okay.
Can't.
Fine.
No.
But you know, though.
I've done probably 3,000 of these.
So you
I have-
know.
I have an idea.
In your head, you know. Just give me a hint.
I cannot say. Okay. So we're all finished.
All right.
So I believe before you go, you have one more just cognitive assessment that you're going to do. And that's just a computer test. It's just a series of puzzles and games. You guys take care.
Thank you so much.
I'm ready to take you back in again. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wonderful. Oh, we're going back. Well, that was kind of like nice that the holes were gone that second time around.
Did that make you feel better?
Oh, yeah. When I saw those holes, I was like, oh, I mean, even though they weren't physical holes, but it meant there was no activity going on in that section of the brain. There's still stuff going on, but it didn't look as severe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so glad we did it again because I was this close to being like, we're fine, bye. I tended to overreact to situations. It depends, like past or present. Past, yes. Present, I guess occasionally. I was aware of dryness in my mouth. Never, almost never, except when I used to smoke weed. Then I was very dry. I was aware of the action of my heart in the absence of physical exertion. What? What is that? What is that? I'm gonna say never because what the f does that mean? Oh, I didn't read the first part. That's why it was in past tense. No, but that still goes. I would say I was doing it around that. We would like to ask some questions about how you were feeling during the last month. Poor appetite or overeating? Not at all, really. Pretty good eater. Please do not write down the words. Oh God. This. No. Oil. Oh, come on. Soap, spice, and cherry. Cherry was the word, I remember. Salad, milk, coffee. This. I don't remember any of those. Another one? Oh my God. Oh my God. Fear. Disgust. Angry. Sad. And that's red. Oh, this is cruel. And that's green. And that's yellow. That's a cruel test. 11K. 13. That was so dumb. I hated it. I hated that so much. Oh, I'm not pressing you. I'm not pressing. Why are you waiting for me to fail? Oh, hell no. I think I'm doing this really wrong. You were doing great, and then all of a sudden your brain just stopped. I'll just random. You know what? I did it. We're done. Oh my God. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You hear that, folks? I think I did fine. I don't know. Probably terribly, though.
Thank you so much, Miss
Thank you
Lorraine.
so
Nice
much.
meeting you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
How are you, Laura?
Hi, Laura.
Nice to meet you. Have you looked at my brain? Oh no.
So I read what you filled out, and I've looked at your scans. I'll be here shortly. So I have a pretty good idea.
Like, how bad is my brain, though?
Scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10.
1 is the worst brain I've ever seen.
Yes.